return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Down. Black block. Steal. Check steal. Hey,
they'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Yellow blue. Quick, yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Roberts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Ready, break. Hey, go see.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Roberts now, off the play fake. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's gonna have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's Roberts on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, it will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a give right side. It's Thomas. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Roberts, off play action. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Evans throwing to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Here's Evans on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Maxwell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Evans now, operating from the gun. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Maxwell, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. On 3rd down. It's Maxwell, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bronco defense comes up big. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Ready.
To throw from his end zone, Roberts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Red cycle. Field black. Yellow, blue. Black, red. Green, gas.
Now Roberts to throw from his end zone. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
To throw is Roberts. Throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Maxwell, and he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 77 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Evans. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On second down, it's Thomas. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Down.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
He knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Second down at 4. Off the play fake. Evans. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Back to throw is Evans. Throwing on 3rd and long. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they get him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ready, ready. Shot, 17. Watch out, man. 52. On the ball. Set.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roberts over the middle, complete. It's short. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Roberts. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Slot man moves right.
Black ultra. Blue striker. Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Thomas. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Roberts now to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Evans on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he comes back with one complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Evans. He finds his man, complete. That's Maxwell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell. Room here to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Thomas. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go. And cycle.
Roberts throwing on 4th down. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
52 blaster, 6. Ready?
Now Roberts to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Black shot. Zone red. 6. Mega.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's short. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Trouble, 38. Black one. Set, cut.
They'll try the left side. It's Thomas. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Ward. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Ward off the play fake. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Shot, 17. Set.
Up the middle they go. It's Thomas. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Looking to throw. Ward. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ward into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got it out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Evans over the middle, complete. That's Maxwell. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll go with the option. Coming right. He'll pitch it back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give, right side. Maxwell. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Maxwell, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Maxwell. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, but now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. More. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
But we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ward. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Ready, set.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Maxwell. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a give right side. It's Maxwell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Maxwell, a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Evans under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Evans. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Evans throwing on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 17.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Strike 2. Striker, 3-3. Strike, 97.
Now Ward on 1st and 10. Drops it underneath to Thomas. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings it 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Ward being chased out left. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Set, ready. And cycle. Roster, 6. Drill 3. Ready, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot. 6. Measure.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced.
And he loses the football the 2nd time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
On the
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Maxwell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to let it fly. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Maxwell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Maxwell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit